What's up, everybody? Welcome to I Speak Organized. In today's video, we're going to be talking about productivity boosting hacks. Whether you feel like somebody who's a total hot mess and is just trying to find some strategies to build a solid daily routine, or you're somebody who just needs a few tweaks to that daily routine to level up your productivity game, I have got 6 productivity boosting hacks to help you out. These little productivity hacks are super simple and they have saved me so much time and brain space so that I'm not having to remember every single little detail throughout the day. After you watch this video, I encourage you to give them a try, so stick around and let's get into it. My name is Melanie and I'm your professional organizer and productivity consultant. What does that even mean? What's up? Welcome to I Speak Organized. If you're new here, I'm Melanie Summers, professional organizer, decluttering expert, and productivity-based life coach. I like to speak organized to give you the tools to conquer your clutter, live life with more purpose, and learn all about the business of tidying. If you've watched my channel before or listened to my podcast, then you know that this is not my normal voice. It's a little froggy today. I apologize, but I did a little bit too much partying with my toddlers for Halloween last night. This is what we're working with. So do me a favor, smash that like button, support the channel. I would be so grateful. And don't forget to subscribe because I do put out new content on my YouTube channel and podcast every single week. Rain or shine, voice or no voice, I am here for you. And I don't want you guys to miss out. I would be so honored to have you as a member of the Speaker Fam. We are going to dive into these 6 super simple productivity boosting hacks in just a second, but I want to make sure that you are up to speed on all the special offers that I have for you right now. If you're ready to start making permanent changes to live a more organized and productive life, but you don't know where to start, or you're totally overwhelmed, or you have ADHD, I have a life coaching course called Better Habits in 30 Days that could be perfect for you. I basically take you through a life coaching session and then throw in tons of cleaning and organizing routines that you can do with just 10 minutes of your time very easily throughout your day to get control of your space and set the right goals to help you achieve better results throughout your home and your life. All my YouTube and podcast fam get a discount with the code EARLYBIRD22 at checkout, so be sure to check the link down in the description for details. I also have a little freebie for you for those of you who are new to me and just trying to get a handle on an organizing project. You can download my Decluttering Roadmap for free. It'll be linked down in the description below, and it is my signature 6-step process that you can use on any project to get organized. All right, Sam, let's get into it. Woo! Pumped for some productivity. Is it just me? It might be, but you are here watching, so let's go for it. All right, Sam, number 1 on this list is scheduling text messages. When I learned that you could do this, it was like totally mind-blowing, especially when it comes to remembering important dates like birthdays or anniversaries, little things like that where you want to make sure that the special people in your life are honored and remembered. Scheduling a text message can really save your butt when you have a lot of different things to try to remember. Whenever I am aware that a birthday is coming up, I usually have them all saved into my calendar, and I will go through at the beginning of the month and I will actually schedule happy birthday or anniversary texts. I know it kind of sounds a little bit like cheating, but I like to think of it more as a cheat code, and I'm going to show you how to do it. You go into the contacts that you want to send a text message to, and you type in the message as normal. In this case, happy birthday. We'll add in some emojis. Maybe we want to add in a fun GIF or GIF, depending on how you like to say it. I don't know, whatever. Happy birthday. Here's Dwight from the office. We'll stick him in there. And then instead of tapping the send button, you're going to press and hold it. And this will pop up a menu that allows you to pick a date and time. So I'm going to pick a custom date down here at the bottom, hit next, and then I'm going to choose the time that I want to send it. I like to send these types of texts in the morning so that they get it first thing. Maybe you're the first person to wish them a happy birthday. Very exciting. Hit next. hit save. And then the last thing you need to do is tap that send button one more time. And this is the part that made me a little nervous at first, but it will just schedule that text. So after you've done that, you should see that the text is in italics and then it says scheduled message. On my screen, there is the little send icon with the clock symbol on there. And that just indicates that it is indeed a scheduled message. And that's it. Super simple to help you not forget those little details that are actually so, so important. All right, number 2 on this list is very similar to number 1. It is scheduling emails. And I do use an email automation software for my subscriber database so I can tag people and auto respond and push out emails for sales and things like that. But this is just for one-on-one correspondence to help you get started if you don't automate those things. And I use this particular feature in Gmail when I have scheduled an appointment with the client and I need to send them a reminder. So if somebody schedules with me, rather than waiting until the day that I'm supposed to meet with them, I auto schedule in that moment so I don't forget. So you just go into Gmail like you're going to write a regular email. And then once you've written out everything that you need, this is a test email subject, test email information. And then you go to, instead of hitting the send button, you hit that little send icon, which is for scheduling. And it's very similar. You just pick the date and the time that you want to send it, and then hit schedule. You'll notice on the left-hand side with your menu in Gmail that if you go down to the scheduled tab, that email should appear in that section. Number 3, productivity boosting hack is probably my favorite one because it helps support me all throughout the day, and it is drinking Magic Mind. I know you guys have heard me talk about Magic Mind so many times, and both me and my husband love it so, so much and take it every single day. If you don't know what it is, it's a 2-ounce shot that you can drink first thing in the morning, and it's got a little bit of caffeine in it, not too much where it's going to give you those crazy jitters like you get with coffee, but just enough to help give you that energy boost that you need first thing. And then on the back end, it has all of these really great brain boosting effects. It's got nootropics and ashwagandha and L-theanine, a lot of things that you might find in matcha tea to help give you that more calm, awake energy. It's just so crazy. I gave up coffee about a year ago and I've been drinking decaf coffee. And so this has been a perfect way for me to get a little bit of an extra boost when I'm feeling a bit sluggish or I really, really need the extra brain bullets to concentrate from those nootropics. The 2 biggest benefits for me are super key. Are you ready for them? The first one is that I am getting way better quality sleep. I'm not waking up in the middle of the night as much or having like restless anxiety dreams and things like that. It really does help me just quiet my brain space. And then the second thing is I have noticed that I have the ability to recall details from my day a lot easier. I'm not walking into the kitchen and forgetting why I walked in there in the first place, at least not as often. I feel like my memory recall is really, really good, even at the end of the day. So those are the 2 biggest takeaways for me. And with that, I wanted to remind you that I am participating in the 14 Days of Magic Challenge, and I'm on the 14th and final day of drinking Magic Mind every single day in an effort to do 2 things. The first thing is to encourage myself and you, my beautiful community, to instill little habits into our daily lives that help us be our best selves. And the second reason is because it's for a great cause. We're actually trying to raise awareness and funds for reforesting the Amazon. If you haven't watched any of my videos throughout this campaign, the Amazon rainforest accounts for 20% of the Earth's oxygen, which is absolutely mind-boggling. And so this reforestation campaign is going to help plant and grow some vegetation there, which is super important. I want to make sure that you know how you can get involved in this challenge. There's still plenty of time. And it's very, very simple. One of the first, easiest, and free ways that you can help out in this campaign is watching this content, because for every 10,000 views that 14 Days of Magic hashtag is able to generate, Magic Mind will be donating $10 towards this reforestation campaign. I'm going to sweeten the deal for you as well because you're awesome and I appreciate you being here. I want you to get 20% off your first order using the code Melanie14 at checkout. That link will be down in the description below so that you can check it out for yourself. And if you want to join in this campaign with me, you have a chance to win $300 worth of Magic Mind beyond that. And all you have to do is post yourself enjoying your Magic Mind shot using that same hashtag 14 Days of Magic, and that will enter you in to the contest for that giveaway. It's a pretty sweet deal. It's a really great cause, and I would love for you to join me in this effort. And I just wanted to give a super shout out to Magic Mind for giving us all the opportunity to participate in that campaign and for sponsoring today's video. Ooh, the rain really picked up outside. It's actually like the middle of the day, but it looks like it's nighttime because it's so rainy and crazy outside. Anyway, okay, number 4 on this list is another one of my favorite productivity hacks, and it is to email your schedule to yourself every single day. And there's a way to do this in Gmail. I know not everybody uses Gmail, but a lot of people do. And if you haven't used it before, it's free. And all these little extra features that Gmail has included make it worth it to give it a try. So I'm going to show you how to get your schedule emailed to you. So when you open your calendar, you're going to go to the left-hand side and hover over those 3 dots and click on that and go to settings. And then once you're in your calendar settings, along the left-hand side, again, you're going to see other notifications. Just give that a tap. And then at the bottom of that section there, you'll see something that says daily agenda. So I'm going to choose right now, it's on none, and I'm going to choose email. And that's all you have to do. You'll see a notification pops up that says that your settings were saved, and you will actually get an email every single day that you have an event on your calendar at 5 a.m. All right, number 5 on this list is to add events and reminders to your calendar immediately after receiving them. I cannot tell you the number of times that I have talked to people and I've worked with clients that say, oh, it's okay. I don't need to write this down, or I don't need to record it because I'll just be able to remember it later. It's really unfair of us to put that kind of pressure on our brains to hold all of this information indefinitely. We need to have a trusted capture system and free up that immediate brain space so that our brains can function optimally throughout the day. So I have found the easiest way to do this is to do it on your phone. Again, I use Google Calendar because it's free and easy and it integrates with everything else. So I will just go into the day that I need to schedule something, and I will hit the little plus button and I will create my event. So I have a test event here. It could be a doctor's appointment. It could be a soccer game. It could really be anything, a dinner date, whatever. Scheduling it ahead of time in the moment when you have the thought to do it is the most important part. And we always all have our phones with us typically. So that's why I usually tell people to go for the phone. So if you're just adding the event and stopping there, this is where a lot of people go wrong. You actually want to then add in a notification. So you're going to scroll down to the section where it tells you to add a notification. Sometimes Google will do this for you automatically, but I like to add in extras depending upon your personality and where you actually will be checking for your notifications. There's automatically a 30-minute notification here, but I'm also going to add in one for a day before. And you can choose to do that as a notification pop-up on your phone or as an email. The other thing I like to do is set just a regular basic reminder on my Google Calendar. And that's usually to remind myself to check the event, or it's to remind myself to do a one-off task. In this case, I'm going to be plugging in that I need to take the trash out because trash day is tomorrow. And you can just set the time to whatever you want. I'm going to do it in the evening at 6:30 here and tap done once I have completed that task. All right, my 6th and final productivity boosting hack is to batch tasks. And this works really well for your daily work schedule, but you can implement this if you are a stay-at-home mom. It's very similar to time blocking, and it's just a matter of taking similar tasks and batching them together so that you're able to maximize efficiency and productivity. There's a couple different things that you want to think about and do when you're creating your daily routine using this batching system. The first thing that you want to consider is how to break down a larger project into smaller chunks. I like to call these micro tasks, and this kind of helps us figure out the time cost of an activity and how much concentration it's going to take to be able to get it done. So, if you are staring down a really large, intimidating project that you have been putting off, it could be something as simple as tackling a giant mountain of dishes. It's not really something that you want to do. Put it into your schedule and break it down into micro tasks and figure out the time cost. So, filling up the sink with hot water, making sure that there's space in your dishwasher. Maybe you need to empty the dishwasher first. Maybe you need to make sure that there's enough soap, that you have sponges, whatever. Like, just think about all the little details very specifically and then just focus on one detail at a time so that you don't feel overwhelmed by the entire task. This also works for work projects, like if you're writing a blog post or you're doing some editing. I do a lot of film editing for my job, obviously. There's a bunch of little micro tasks that go into that. So I often will batch those out. And I know that that task is going to take me a pretty long time. I'll be sure to put that into my schedule where I am at my peak ability to focus. And we'll talk about that in a second. This strategy also works really well for those tasks that are 2 minutes or less. So if you have a lot of little micro tasks like opening emails or creating a bunch of graphics in your design software, I'm just thinking of things that I have to do, or scheduling a whole bunch of Facebook posts, things like that. You can do one of those things in a very short period of time. I like to batch those types of tasks together to get them all done in one big chunk of time. So, the second part of this that I was referring to earlier that's really important is determining your peak functionality throughout the day. And this is going to be different for everybody. Sometimes it's based on genetics, when you're most awake and alert. And a lot of times, unfortunately, it's just based on the amount of time that you have throughout the day to get certain things done. So, do the best you can to plan your day around those times when you are at peak mental functionality to do the most focused tasks. And if you look again at this infographic here, you'll see at the top here, there is a color coded section where a task that requires light concentration can be done at the beginning and the end of the day if you aren't at peak functionality, first thing in the morning or later in the day when you've done a lot of heavy mental processing tasks already. You can add in those tasks that don't require a ton of mental brain space. And then you've got moderate and deep concentration. And then, of course, you're also scheduling in your breaks here. And so this is just a sample of how you would do that based on your peak functionality. You can see that there are 2 deep concentration tasks followed by a nice long lunch break, and then some moderate ones followed by another break to help you get into another deep concentration task. So just think through, as you're looking at your to-do list, which of those things is going to require a lot of focus versus not, and then try to plug them in according to the time that you have available throughout the day and when your peak functionality is, to the best of your ability. It may not be perfect the first time out the gate, so just do a little bit of experimenting and moving things around as needed. All right, fam, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you so much, as always, for being here. It's been an honor to have your time today. And I really, truly hope that these 6 productivity boosting hacks have been helpful for you. Be sure to comment down below and let us know which one was your favorite, if these are new ideas to you, if you've used them before, if you have any other productivity hacks you want to share with us. I'm all ears. Go ahead and comment down below. Don't forget to check out Magic Mind if you're interested in trying it. I've got that discount code Melanie14 down there. All you got to do is click that link and check it out. It's a really wonderful product. You can also join my free Facebook group if you want to continue the conversation on all things organizing and productivity down there. If you are looking to start your organizing business professionally, that's a great place to meet like-minded folks who are doing just that and get all your questions answered. And don't forget to follow along on Instagram and TikTok. My handle is I Speak Organized. Pretty easy, and I would love to connect with you guys there as well. Beyond all that, I hope you have a fabulous day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.